Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Speaking, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series of videos I would do for a little while. I'll go over there try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. It's been a little bit since I've been back here, but I'm hoping for good things. Anyway. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside the truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, why I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Well, folks, happens to be a brand spanking new shirt. Boom! It's one of my dope shirts. Yay! Dope shirt. You might even say that it's quite dope. Yeah, that was awful. But anyway, if you're unfamiliar with the band Dope, they're a band that's been around since kind of the mid-90s. They have sort of moved under different musical labels throughout the course of their career. Started out being a little bit kind of industrial, kind of having that element to them. I've heard them referred to as shock rock, nu metal. They definitely kind of fall within the nu metal scene. I've been a big fan of these guys ever since I was in high school. I ran into one of their music videos on MTV back in the day, and I was like, I'm super down with these guys. And I've been fortunate now. I've seen them, trying to think, definitely more than a half dozen times now. Like, I really enjoy seeing these folks. And then these days, they pretty much perpetually tour with the band Static X. So yesterday, since Static X was in town with Seven Dust, Dope was there as well. I got some merch. I got a whole bunch of videos of all the bands that performed that night. So just in case you're interested in maybe some cool music stuff also, all those videos, they're on my channel as well. Anyway, what am I trying for your day, folks? Why am I expecting good things? That's because, folks, we're taking a trip back to, well, it's not that sexy, but boom, it's Middleterranean. Which, and I am a little bit sad because they used to have like proper like takeaway menus, that you could bring with you. But now they just have like a catering menu as a little thing. But, fair enough. So I've reviewed a couple things from Middleterranean a little while back. They specialize in basically like Middle East and like the Mediterranean food. And I really like this spot. They're one of my go-to spots when I'm going to be going to a movie because they're across from the movie theater. And I always love their food. So I'm going to a movie in a little bit. I figured I'd stop off, get in a couple of reviews. So hopefully this will be delicious. What is this, by the way? Oh, and because this is a local establishment, it's going to end up in my Eating Out Illinois playlist. That is this playlist that is just for, local establishments and stuff like that. But the thing I'm actually reviewing, boom, it's this. It's in tinfoil. This specifically, once I open it up, this is their garlic shrimp wrap, which consists of lettuce, tomato, hummus, pickle, turnips, and then sauce, which is like the garlic sauce. And shrimp. Yay! I've had this before. I know I like it, but it has been a while since I've had it. Alright. I don't think I've ever gotten it to go either, so. Oh, man. Just looks sexy and attractive. I love it. Let's get a thing for the thing. I mean, come on. Boom! It looks like that. That's pretty damn sexy, right? I don't think I'm... come on. That is a good-looking wrap. All right, let's eat the thing, and I'll let you know how it is. Oh, that's so good. I mean, I've never had a bad meal from Middleterranean. I always expect quality. I always get quality. But, I don't go out to a lot of movies these days. There's just, only so many things I really want to see. So, and I will occasionally hit this place up, regardless of movie situation, but, yeah, man, it's really good. One of the things I love about Middleterranean is the freshness. Like, everything they prepare tastes fresh, tastes vibrant. It's just super good and tasty. On top of that, right, that's not a bad sized fucking shrimp. Like, they're not skimping you on it. Now, the wrap, wrap is about $10. So, costs a little bit. But when you compare, I mean, realistically, these days, that's actually not that much anymore. You can get a Whopper for around that. And when you consider you're getting way fresher ingredients, you're getting, way more flavor. I'm just saying. But this is super tasty. Even with all the flavors going on, the shrimp really shine through. You can taste that they've been grilled. Shrimp are fantastic. And there's so much going on here. You got all the veg, the pickle, even the pickle. And I know they make their own pickles, I believe, because they have jars of them around. It gives it, and that's another thing when it comes to pickles. Y'all know I'm not a big fan of pickles. If you want my opinion on pickles, my 900 subscriber special episode, just me reviewing pickle stuff. Go watch that episode. But especially when you get homemade pickles and stuff, I'm a lot more willing to give it a go. And again, I'm not one. I mean, I think they're homemade. I've never asked, but like I said, they do have jars of what I'm assuming are pickles that they're making. But it's really nice. It doesn't overpower it. And you get that nice kind of, that hit of the garlicky sauce and everything like that. It's delicious, man. It's super good. Oh. I am a monster of my own design. It's fresh. It's super tasty. Everything about it is delicious. None of it is overriding. Like I said, it's this nice, almost chaotic balance, there's so many flavors going on. It'd be so easy for any one of them to kind of force their way through. But it doesn't do that because they have all these nice contrasting flavors. It comes together. It's beautiful, fresh, super tasty. There's a reason why this is one of my go-to items. Yeah, it's fantastic. Now, all that said, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Clearly and clearly. Like I said, this is a go-to one for me. I think maybe the first thing I ever had when I first tried this place out a few years back, I believe, was the garlic shrimp wrap, because I was like, I like me some garlic shrimp. I'm a big seafood fan. And it's that great, one of the things I really like about Middleterranean is, again, they feature, the combination of the Mediterranean, the Middle Eastern kind of food, and you get that, and I mean, mind you, I'm not a fucking expert by any means, but I like to, I enjoy the region's cuisine, and it's that freshness, it's, like I said, it's that vibrancy that comes through, and it's just, there's something really special about it. And I think that Middleterranean does a great job of keeping that going. And for that matter, if I were recommending it, absolutely. And moreover, I think it's one of those things where even if you're maybe not familiar with cuisine, maybe you're a little bit, not sure on something, this is one of those things I think that you could probably go into relatively easily. It's got a lot of flavor, but it's not throwing anything that's crazy at you or, super unfamiliar. It's, just really tasty and really, really good. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly garlic shrimp-tastic rest of your life. Because again, garlic shrimp is just wonderful. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit a lot of the time. And when we find ourselves in those situations, it's important we go over there, at least try. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal experience with like Middle Eastern or Mediterranean cuisine? Am I completely talking out my butt? Because again, I always, I'm not a fucking expert on anything, man. Like, I just like trying stuff, So for me personally, it's like, and I've definitely been wrong any number of times when I've been yammering on about this bullshit. Because sometimes I go into it with certain notions, and then it's like, either somebody corrects me or I realize it after the fact, and then it's like, eh. Which, by the way, please feel free. If you run into an error, please hit me up in the comments and be like, actually, da-da-da-da-da. And I'll be like, okay. I will throw myself upon my sword if that's the case. But no, please let me know, because, like I said, my experiences are what they are. If you've got a lot more experience with it, I'd love to hear about it. Dishes that I should try, places that I could go to, all that type of stuff. And if nothing else, hey, if you have the opportunity, definitely try yourself out like some Middle Eastern, Mediterranean style cuisine. It's just good stuff. Anyway, bye.